Not by me, they wouldn't.
No, me neither.
No. Now, the national and international news is just a few moments away, and Alistair Stewart has our headlines tonight. Here he is.
The Mayor of Calais blames Britain for the migrants that she says are violently threatening her citizens. They're ready to die to get here, she says, and tells MPs the benefit system is a magnet, the UK an El Dorado. The number-crunching monster costing millions to improve that national obsession, the weather forecast. And he makes light of his own role in history, but the check's on Sir Nicholas Winton, who saved hundreds from Nazi extermination. Join Mary Nightingale and me at 6:30.
Now, we're just a couple of hours from kick-off in one of the biggest matches in the history of Shrewsbury Town Football Club. Tonight, the League Two club take on the might of Premier League Chelsea.
Yes, our sports correspondent Steve Clamp has spent the last couple of days in Shrewsbury following all the build-up and the excitement, and he sent us this report.
Morning, you all right? Good.
Manager Mickey Mellon arriving for one last training session before Shrewsbury's biggest game in a decade. And just to emphasise how important it is, this training session featured a taste of the silverware that's on offer to the winner of the Capital One Cup. For the players, this will be as close as they get if they can't beat Premier League giants Chelsea.
We absolutely know it's still going to be an incredible occasion and challenge for us. We're not naive enough. We're not naive to think that that's not going to be the case. But we're going to get into it with no fear and make sure that we take part in it and enjoy it and get the best goal that we can.
But it's not impossible for a shock win. And this man seems to love this kind of challenge. James Collins recently rejoined Shrewsbury, and his goal against Norwich led to this match against Chelsea. And he once helped Swindon dump Premier League Stoke out of the same tournament, scoring a hat-trick.
You've got your concentration levels have got to be spot on, because these players are at the top level for a reason, and you need to be on your game.
And do you think Shrewsbury are ready for this?
Yeah, definitely. I don't see why not. We've beaten a Premier League side on the way to get to this stage. So whether it be Leicester or anyone, you still have to beat them. So I think the boys are ready. Yeah.
Elf's not touched it.
Indeed, cup shocks do happen. And for one day, this cup was in touching distance for these young footballers. They'd been training on a pitch next to Shrewsbury when manager Mellon had suggested they might like to see the cup.
Really, I felt honoured to see the trophy and touch the trophy. It's going to be a tight match, but I think Shrewsbury will win 3-2. I've never actually seen a cup before.
What's it like?
It's very, very cold.
And what of Mickey Mellon himself? Does he have what it takes to challenge a Chelsea side run by the self-appointed chosen one? Well, as a player, Mellon became something of a Blackpool legend, as well as playing for West Brom and Kidderminster, making 490 league appearances and scoring 35 goals. Jose Mourinho is a nobody by comparison. 94 appearances in the lower Portuguese leagues with 13 goals. But when it comes to management, the pendulum swings. Mellon's first role came at a then non-league Fleetwood, although in a 4-year spell he did lead the team to 2 promotions. He then had a spell as assistant at Barnsley before taking charge at Shrewsbury earlier this year. Mourinho, well, he started at no less than Benfica in 2000. In 2002 he took charge at Porto and won the Primeira Liga, the UEFA Cup, and then the crown jewel, the Champions League. Then, of course, Chelsea, guiding the club to huge success, including the Blues' first league title in half a century. Next up, Inter Milan, where he became one of only 5 managers to lead 2 different clubs to Champions League success. And the glamour sides just kept coming, with Real Madrid. Of course, he led them to the league title too, and in 2013, he returned to Chelsea. And now, he's at Greenhouse Meadow. Well, his image is the club have been encouraging young children to come in and show off their artistic talents. This painting's being donated to Lloyd Burton. The 11-year-old had been scouted by football clubs including Aston Villa until he was diagnosed with a brain tumour.
I'm here because
Shrewsbury invited me, and I'm going to give this painting to Jose Mourinho tomorrow, and he's going to sign it.
Shrewsbury, being our local club, they've took a lot of interest in Lloyd, and of course maybe the biggest match they've had here, they've invited Lloyd to be mascot, which is fantastic for Lloyd.
Of course, Mickey Mellon has his own painting too, which will be displayed at the ground. And just up the road, he's got his own brew. The Charles Darwin pub is the only place it's on sale. Landlord Rob Jones has been a Shrewsbury fan since he was 6 and expects a great atmosphere as the town gets behind the team.
We've got a couple of coach loads from different places coming in, so I think it'll be really buzzing and really good. Everyone looking optimistic about it. And the thing is, it's a win-win situation. We're not expected to win, so if we do, it's just going to be fabulous.
So he's got his own pint, he's got his own painting, and is inspiring local footballers. Mickey Mellon has made quite an impact since arriving at Shrewsbury, following the side's relegation to League Two. And he hopes the visit of Chelsea is just the start of happy times at the Meadow.
We needed to try and get some momentum going in the league and try and get a big tie in the cup in order to try and get this place going again because of the disappointment last season. So no, it's something that we embrace and something that we're really enjoying, and it's a challenge that we're all really looking forward to.
And with the ground sold out, including extra seating, for the first time this season, this is a chance to remind any disenchanted fans about all that's good about Shrewsbury Town. They've beaten Leicester. If they can do the same against Chelsea, they'll be gearing up for a quarter-final.
Well, Steve Clamp with a very exciting build-up to tonight's match.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed indeed, and we'll have all the goals. I'm saying all the goals. We'll have the goals and the reaction to tonight's game on tomorrow's programme. Now, other sports news today, and Birmingham City have officially unveiled the former Burton Albion boss Gary Rowett as their new manager.
Yes, he's been appointed on a rolling 12-month contract and has a rather daunting task ahead, with questions over ownership and a team which slumped to an 8-0 defeat at the weekend. But when he was introduced to the media today, he insisted the only way is up.
Firstly, from a football point of view, it's a decent starting point. Things can only improve, and things need to improve very quickly. And obviously, I've got to try and assess that very quickly. Put our ideas as staff, my ideas into the players, and try to very, very quickly get some short-term results. Long term, obviously, the idea is to build the philosophy from the playing side that we have done over the previous two and a half years. But it certainly doesn't faze me. I'm immensely looking forward to working with the players.
And now time for a quick look at what's coming up on tomorrow night's programme. Here's Lauren Hall.
We've joined nearly 200 children on a very special holiday here in Orlando in Florida.
The trip has been organised by the Dreamflight charity for children with serious illnesses or disabilities. We'll be following a group from the Midlands as they visit the theme parks, go swimming with dolphins, and even meet Mickey Mouse and other favourite characters. That's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
I look forward to more of that. Yes. Now, giving birth, I gather is one of the toughest times that's possible, I should think. Yes, I wouldn't know personally, but I'm told. So spare a thought for Robbie Williams' wife, Ida Field, who was subjected to this while in labour. Yep, the singer from Stoke-on-Trent posted this video on social media of him performing his hit song Candy in front of her in hospital.
Well, the former Take That member says he was trying to entertain his wife while she was having contractions. You decide for yourself if it worked. By looking at her face, I'm not so sure. Well, in a series of posts on social media, Robbie, who also serenaded his wife with a song from the film Frozen, assured fans no mums were harmed during the journey. He announced she'd given birth to a son.
Congratulations to both.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Poor woman, I say.
Yeah, well, I have to say that video has been up on our website all day and it's had quite a response. Women seem to be divided on whether they'd like to be serenaded by Robbie during labour.
Well, Nadine Waldron said, brilliant, I would have slapped him, but he's so funny. It's nice to hear some good news for change. Well, it's certainly that, isn't it?
Yeah. And Jeanette Taylor-By thought it was hilarious. I'm just concerned, or it's just a concern, it's just a concerned hubby trying to help his wife relax. The pair are well matched.
And Jasmine Rhodes definitely wasn't impressed, though. She said, hate people messing about when I'm in labour. Don't touch me, speak to me, or even look at me. Just sit down and shut up, blimey. Well, there we go. I don't think she'd have appreciated Robbie at all.
No, actually, I'd love to see that again, but I guess it's on our website, so do get...
It is, and it is one of those things that you do just want to keep watching because it is so bizarre. But, you know, obviously they have a healthy baby boy.
Yeah, but I can understand if you're singing Angels or something like that, you know, or Angels, whatever, you know.
I mean, may well have done.
May well have done, yeah. Right, we've got some weather coming up now, and it's all in the safe hands of James Wright.
Good evening. We started off with plenty of sunshine around. Bit of cloud moved in, but ahead of that, some lovely warm weather. 19.3 Celsius at Pershore, making it pretty much the warmest place in the UK. Bit of a change in the weather over the next few hours. We've got this cold front making its way down across us. He's just going to hover because he's grinding to a halt, really, before doing a bit of a U-turn and then slowly making his way out towards the north-east. That might take a little while, though. As far as tonight goes, then, going to be a little bit of rain in the air. It's moving its way down to the south of our patch, and there it is likely to stay. Generally starting to break up, but 1 or 2 heavier bursts mixed in. Cooler air to the north, 4 Celsius the low here, but under that cloud and the rain, more like 9. Tomorrow morning then, bit of a grey start to the day further south. You've still got that rain band with you. Bit of brightness further north, but afraid to say things start to go downhill there because that's where the rain will move later on in the day. A cooler day than today, obviously. Look at those temperatures, 12 Celsius, about 7 degrees down in many places. And then looks as though that rain will eventually clear, leaving us with a legacy of cloud for Thursday. We move back to that southerly, so temperatures will begin to rise as we head towards the end of the week. Friday shaping up to be a much brighter day, and whilst it'll be cooler on Saturday, there'll be plenty of bright spells. Unfortunately, there's going to be a little bit of rain in the forecast too, but we'll keep you updated with that later on in the week.
Just time for a quick look at tonight's headlines. There are reports that a woman from Birmingham has travelled to Syria to join Islamic State, taking her 1-year-old son with her. Tarina Shakil was reported missing to police 4 days ago.
Children who've been sexually exploited are being failed by West Midlands Police. That's according to an official review which has rated the force as inadequate in almost half the cases it inspected.
And we're just over an hour away from kick-off as Shrewsbury Town take on Chelsea in the Capital One Cup 4th round.
And don't forget our website for all the day's top stories in the Midlands, including the news that Birmingham-based Cadbury's will stop making chocolate coins, something which seems to have upset a lot of people.
Including me, by the way.
But
apparently they found it all too fiddly to make them, you know. And,
but what will I get for Christmas now?
Well, I don't know. They suddenly...
I always have them.
Yes, I know. Actually... on our Christmas tree, they never make it to Christmas. You know,
well,
they've all gone by the time Christmas Day comes around.
Bob.
Anyway, somebody else has got to get them now. That's it from us. See you tomorrow at 6. Bye-bye.
Bye.